Man is the only animal that fouls its own nest. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Riya Rai, present here virtually in front of you to put up my points of views on the topic current environmental issues in India. Human beings, in spite of being the most intellectual and powerful species on earth, have boldly decided to get ready for not living but surviving on the basis of oxygen masks, ventilators, gas cylinders, and whatnot in the upcoming decade. Today, to be precise, in the 21st century, the climatic crisis is accelerating at an unprecedented rate, and we as humans are not at all ready for it. Not ready for it in the sense, let's take the example of coronavirus pandemic. It's been almost more than a year since it started first, but still we are facing a rise of 16.7 thousand approximately in just 24 hours. The total count went up to as much as 11.9 million, and out of it 1.6 lakh cases are still active. All these scenarios depict how badly our country needs to be ready pre-handedly for any kind of crisis. Let's jump deep into some majorly highlighted issues from the list, which consists of air pollution, water pollution, land degradation, groundwater depletion, waste management, and so on. The list goes endless. Our country consists of world's most polluted urban communities. It's not me who's saying so. In fact, it's the World Health Organization whose list of 12 cities with the highest level of small particulate in its air consisted of 11 cities which were from India, which meant, according to WHO 2018 Global Ambient Air Quality Database, 11 out of the 12 cities were from India. Surprising, isn't it? I remember Elon Musk once said that we are running the most dangerous experiment in history right now, which is to see how much carbon dioxide our atmosphere can handle before there's any kind of environmental catastrophe. Talking about the water pollution and its management, 60% of the industrial waste is fed into the rivers, ponds, lakes, etc. without being filtration, which not only harms the aquatic species, but also this water is being used by Indian farmers to aggregate their fields, cultivate their crops, and which puts their health on risk. And also it contaminates the Indian food supply system. According to the Composite Water Management Index, 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs is not a small quantity. 2 lakh people die every year due to inadequate access to safe water. That's terrific. India ranks 120th out of the 122 countries in water quality index ranking. That's approximately second from the bottom, but it's from the bottom. What about waste management system? 75% of municipal garbage is dumped without any processing into the land, which means the land degradation or the soil quality degradation is directly linked with the garbage management. What is the role of poverty in the environmental degradation? It's surprising to listen that there is any role of poverty in the environmental degradation, but yes, there is. About 30% of India's population lie below the line of poverty. And this population is directly or indirectly dependent upon the natural resources. They're not only using it to sustain their life, but they're harming it. They are exhausting it. So indirectly, if we don't deplete or eradicate poverty from our country, we're not going to get a better environment. I heard a proverb which said, we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers. Instead, we have borrowed it from our children. So we need to handle it carefully to them in a better way, not making them suffer for the rest of their life. Sooner or later, we need to realize that the ultimate goal is not urbanization, because what will we do with that mansion and that bungalow if we haven't got a planet to put it on? This kind of scenario, this kind of alarming condition requires the attention of 130 crore of population of India to stop playing the blame game with the government that it's incapable of protecting its environment and start being responsible towards their own duties as the Indian citizen of not harming the environment and preserving the nature. And here I'd like to conclude my speech by stating some lines of this poem, which is, let's preserve our nature. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, the birds are flying, and the breeze is so cool. Mother Nature is trying her best to give everything with beautifulness. But what do? Simply make her a mess. Let's take a stop to make her the best. By polluting even less, let's preserve her green rest for the children and the rest. Thank you so much.